Recording in progress.
Namaste, Bharat Bhushan sir. How are you?
Good evening, ma'am. Good, very good. Thank you.
Yeah. रांगणेकर सगळी सिरीज ऐका. And where is our Mohini? Mohini is not there today.
Ma'am, I'm there.
Yeah. So friends, till Dr. Srider joins, let me tell you, Mohini, switch on your video.
Yes. Right. I'm trying to, ma'am. 1 second.
So it is MA Part 1 Hindu Studies student M1 Mohini Bhandari, and she's actually the backbone. So she has designed the entire the flyer, the details, and also arranging the Zoom call and everything. So when we will end the series, we'll have to give a very round of applause to whatever work Mohini has done for us. Yeah, and.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for your kind words. I was just helping. It's actually an honor for me to be of any help to you, and I am ready for
Yeah.
any help that
This
you
is what.
please tell me.
Yes. Because now our next is to start the YouTube channel for our center.
I have certain plans also. We need to discuss.
Yeah. So that more activities can be then undertaken.
Absolutely, ma'am.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. I am actually heading back home
Yeah,
fast
you're
fast from my
traveling.
office. Yes.
Yeah, see that. Yeah, Dr. Sridhar, where are you? So friends, Dr. Iyer, please switch on your video.
You have to unmute start my video. Yes, both are started.
Uh, 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 We can see on, yeah, yeah, yes. So, friends, it is my proud privilege to introduce uh, our student, uh, Dr. Srider Vasudevan Iyer. So, who has his PhD on Devi, Tantra, Mantra, and Yantra. So he's the right person to discuss the rituals which are there pertaining to the Devi. Dr. Sridhar has been the MA student. He has done his MA in Sanskrit, and also he has participated in a number of seminars and conferences, especially based on Devi Tantra, because he has referred to the number of Tantra books also pertaining to his subject. And he is the visiting faculty of the Department of Sanskrit, University of Mumbai. He has also been the visiting faculty at the Department of Philosophy. uh, and Actually, I would like to tell you that around nearly 15 years back, uh, our department had curated a course on Devi worship, which was actually launched by Avid, the SR initiative, at that time. And Dr. Sridhar Iyer played a very important role in designing the entire course and also delivering lectures. These lectures were later on taken to the SR, you can say, other places at Hazira and Jamnagar. Am I right, Sridhar? Or
Yes, yes. Both the places.
yeah, so both the places these lectures were there and were much appreciated by the people over there. In Mumbai, when the course was conducted, it received the highest turnout in the entire activities which were done by Avid, the SR initiative. So with just a phone call, when I said, we lovingly call Sridhar as Swami, and I said, Swami, you have to give a lecture on in these lecture series. He said, ma'am, I'm traveling. I'm there. I'll be going to Tanjore. So then we planned this lecture, and he readily agreed.
Madam, you can
On
join.
behalf of the Center for Hindu Studies, I'm extremely grateful to Dr. Sridhar Vasudevan Iyer, and I request him to begin his lecture. Yeah.
न मन्त्रं नो यन्त्रं तदपि न च जाने स्तुतिमहो न चाह्वानं ध्यानं तदपि न जाने स्तुतिकथाः न जाने मुद्रास्ति तदपि च न जाने विरपनं परं जाने मातस्त्वदनुसरणं क्लेशहरणं. Thus says Shankara Bhagavad Padacharya, the greatest Devi worshipper. या देवी सर्वभूतेषु चितिरूपेण चितिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः. At the beginning, I would offer my thanks to the organizers, the sponsors, the directors, assistant director, to my scholarly friends, to the wise audience, all including the computer and headphone. As it is said that Devi enters into everything and envelops it completely and remains there. The topic rituals is by itself too vast, and to sum up all in 60 minutes is by itself a challenge. I have therefore restricted my scope to the most popular rituals of the goddess. Also, I tried to bring an understanding of these rituals in the Devi Upasana. I also tried to discuss some important elements in the rituals of the goddess. It is now well known through your newspaper, multimedia agencies, newspaper, and all other forms of media agency that there are 4 Navaratris in which the worship of the goddess is ordained. I will be particularly referring to the Devi Bhagavata Purana, and my friend will be referring to the Markandeya Puranam tomorrow. So in the Devi Bhagavata Puranam itself it is mentioned Ashwini Madhumase va Tapomase Shuchau Tatha Chaturshu Navaratrishu Vishesha Faradayaka. That is Chaitra Navaratri, known as Lalita Navaratri, Ashada Navaratri or Varahi Navaratri, Sharada Navaratri, that is which we are doing, Rajarajeshwari or Sharada Navaratri, and Magha Navaratri, also known as Shakambari or Matangi Navaratri. Amongst these four, two are very popular and celebrated with great pomp and festivities. Now, question may arise: why do we celebrate only two Navaratris? That is Chaitra and Sharadiya, right? You must be having this question. Why? What about the other two? Answer must be they are called as Gupta Navaratris. They are performed only by the sadhakas. Right? Fine. The answer to this is given in the Devi Bhagavata Mahapuranam itself. The goddess herself answers and says, Sharat Vasanta Namno Durgamo Raninamiha Tasmat Yatnat Idam Karyam Sarvatra Shubhamichhata. Dvaeva Sumahaghorau Rutu Rogakarau Nranam Vasanta Sharadau Eva Sarvanashakarau Ubhau. This is, the climate changes. There are 6 seasons, absolutely. And there are 4 Navaratris spanning over 3 months. So it is the time when the climate changes. So they are very dangerous. Tasmat tatra prakartavyam chandika pujanam budaihi chaitrashvini shubhama shubhemasi bhakti purva naradipa. She says that you have to perform puja during this time. The Devi Aradhana, the Vratas, Anushtanas especially recommend to protect oneself from diseases arising from climate change caused by seasons. The Devi Bhagavata Purana is my source books today, and I will be taking it mainly for this because I had to my far extent I avoided Tantra. I taken exclusively because this book needs to be highlighted. It is normally skipped over by people. So Devi Bhagavata Mahapurana deals entirely on the exclusive worship of the great goddess Mahadevi, about whom we have all come to understand. It is both an encyclopedia as well as a reference book for bhaktas and the sadhakas, as well as for the lay researcher like me. We all are familiar with the concepts of sadhana chatushtai in Vedanta, right? It is the laying down and explaining in short the prerequisite essentials into the entry into the Vedanta Vidya. This sadhana, that is the means, are to be firmly drilled into the head, into the heart and soul of the ardent student, such that the Vedanta Shastra becomes intelligent and yields the highest reward. That is, Jivo Brahmaiva Napara. Similarly, of the worship of Sri Vidya or Mahavidya, there are certain prerequisites laid down on the aspirant bhakt, which one has to imbibe at the primary level. They practice it and gradually graduate. I am going to stress on this important aspect, which is generally neglected and taken for granted. It forms the basis, the ground for further upasana, aradhana of the Jagadamba. The undertaker must purify by vak, kaya, and manas. Trividha Shuddhi is laid down. It is a pre-essential. He must seek the required mantra from a worthy Guru. So without Guru, there is nothing. The Guru is the basis of everything. First, there should be jnasa about the nature of the goddess, which is worthy to be known. Then, the pursuit of the correct and worthy Guru who is able, I repeat, able and capable to impart the mantra and instruct the correct methodology. Capable to instruct the correct methodology. The Guru and the Jigyasu Sadhaka should possess following qualities. they should be Ishana Virakta, total Sharanagata, Sarva Bhuta Dayavanta, Manahankara Varjita, and always absorbed in the worship of the goddess mentally and physically. About the Guru, it is said, Vagmi Dantashastragnu Devya Aradhana Tatara Dayalurnispravo Diksho Dhiro Vaktottamo Mata. From such a Guru, one should seek Upadesh. See, they are never mantras as well as Devi Upasakas are neverly told to take blind Sharanagati. They always been told to test the Guru. If I'm attracted by someone as a Guru, if I follow his principles, I should also have the right to test. And the example is of Paramahamsa and Vivekananda. Vivekananda had placed a coin under the bed of Paramahamsa, who was himself a Tantropasaka, Devi Upasaka. As you all know, during this Navratri, we should remember Paramahamsa. And Paramahamsa jumped up saying that somebody has placed, I cannot sit here. So such should be the Guru. The Guru should be tested. From such a Guru should one seek Upadesha. The Guru too should look at the time, place factor, Deshakala Ganana, understand the capacity of the seeker and initiate it into the process. Now here comes somewhat called as astrological element. At what time the Shishya has come, so you find some calculations done there, some Rashi being discussed, Nakshatra being discussed, the time at which the Shishya has come, and he is given the Diksha accordingly. So we all know that Vedanta Tattva is the highest, and there are four Brahmavakyas. So we all know the Brahmavakya, we all know the Gayatri Mantra, but we don't become Gayatri with the mantra. So similarly, the mantra is there, everybody knows, but when it has to come from the Guru, from the Hridaya of the Guru, and enter into the ear of the Shishya process. It takes the Guru should have the mantra in his Garbha. So now I will be going to, as regards the Navratri Puja Aradhana on a large scale, the Kamya Bhakta, now we are, since it is a Kamya Vrata, I am going to speak about that note. The Kamya Bhakta should approach the Guru and request him to undertake the Aradhana and Upasana on his behalf and should suitably honor the Guru and his helpers. The entire band which come to assist the Guru in performing the Chandi Homa, the Chandi Yaga, they should be financially given. There should be no in this matter. The second recommended step is the undertaker himself. He should be pure both internally and externally, physically fit and mentally strong. He should be kind, compassionate, and humble, and should not use harsh words. Yoga is recommended. That is pranayama. Dhyana, dharana are the prerequisites. He should wake up early, just before the dawn, take a bath, apply bhasma, tripundra or urdhva kundra, and take sandhyopasana. There are a lot of pranayama involved, and there is the japa of the sandhyopasana, no any result. It is the Adhara, and one should do at least 108 times the Gayatri Japa.
Dr. Sridhar,
Where
the
should we do
audio
it?
is not clear. Do something for it.
So I'll close this. Am I audible now?
Yeah, better. Better.
Am I audible now?
Yeah.
Am I audible now?
Yes.
I'll remove that. Uh, For without Sandhyopasana, no mantra, no puja will bear any result. It is the Adhara. It should be done at least 108 Gayatri Japa. The Sandhya should be practiced daily thrice by the followed by the Devi mantra Japam. Eto Devya Upaseyam Tato Devyastu Sannidhai Sandhyahyam Prakartavyam Tat Anantaya Kalpate. Then the sadhaka should mentally burn and immolate his mortal frame and again recreate a new one. The Bhasmadhana is but a reminder of the remnants of the self-immolative purification process. Thus, the sadhaka upasaka should wear pure, fresh clothes and commence the worship of the goddess. This is in general for the daily Nityopasana of the goddess. Because by the regular practice in this manner, the sadhaka becomes capable, eligible for the Navaratri Puja Vidhi Vidhana. Now, why is this recommended? If I am sitting for Sandhya for nearly half an hour or 40 minutes, I am practicing it for a considerable period of time. I can hold my breath control. Pranayam enables my breath control. I know how to purify the mantra. It is only the mantra dharana, it is but the mantra becomes sajiva. And I can be able to sit for the entire worship. Our ordinary Saptashiti Devi part will take around 3 hours if it is done perfectly, 2.5 to 3 hours, whatever way you do it. So if you have to sit at one place in front of the goddess and do the worship, this Sandhya Upasana is the starting practice for all this. Sandhya Upasana followed by Mantra Upasana. He should undertake fasting for the full partial fasting is recommended. So every day you should have control of eating habits. Coming to the Navaratri Utsava, let us see that the preliminary ritual, the Upasaka Sadhaka should first, before Navaratri, he should first clean shave himself, take a bath, finish Sandhya, and commence with the Ganesha Puja.
Dr. Srider, if you
During the
switch off the
period of
video and
Navaratri to
keep the
Vijayadashami, we
audio,
should not.
Dr. Sridhar, if you switch off the video and
Should I
keep
cut
the
the
audio,
video?
maybe the voice will be clear. Uh,
Can you just give me 1 minute? I'll just have my headphone and try with that. Am I audible now? Am I? 1 minute. Am I audible now? Am I audible now?
Yeah, I think it's the
yes,
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 yes.
it's the
yes.
Wi-Fi
Maybe I had
signal
kept
at your
the
place.
book here. Maybe I had kept the book here. So yeah, am I audible now?
Yes,
I'm sorry for the inconvenience. May I start?
yes,
Yeah. Now, yeah, he should clean shave himself, take bath, finish sandhya, commence with the Ganesh Puja. He should not shave in between till the entire festival of Navaratri is completed. Now, why Ganesha Puja? Samasta Vigna Hartaram Adav Ganapati Yajet, says the Devi Bhagavatam. After this, the sadhaka undertakes the guidance of veteran upasaka sadhakas and should now undertake the setting up of the kalashas. At the Ghatastapana, we are all hearing everywhere Ghatastapana, Kalastapana. So it is mentioned as Kalashastapana. There is one Pradhana Kalasha for the Jagannatha, followed by small and large Kalashas for each of the following, that is Vatuka, Kshetrapala, Yoginis, and Matrukas. He should continuously, while he is preparing the kalashas, cleaning them, wrapping them with the thread, filling the sacred water inside that. So during the entire process of the time, he should be chanting the Navarnava mantra. The sadhaka should gather all puja dravyas together with the kalashas and proceed to invoke the goddess, establishing the goddess along with a retinue for the period of puja process. You should undertake the worship process as follows. Take a copper plate, smear it with white sandal paste, Chandanena Sitena, draw a Shatkona and encompass it with a Ashtakona. Shatkonam Vilikhet, Yantram cha Ashtakonam Tato Bagi. Then write the Navakshara Bija mantra on it and charge this yantra. So he has to create the yantra on a copper plate with the help of sandal paste. So sandal paste, may I switch on the video so that it will be, yeah. So the copper plate is taken. The copper plate is taken, smeared with sandal paste, and the yantra is drawn with the hand. The yantra is created. It is not brought and stuck. It is created every day. On Navratri, it is created once. Okay. Now, rice grains, if just rice grain as whole if possible, on it, place the plate, and above the plate is the kalasha, and above them the vidana. The entire thing should be placed on a mandapa. The ingredients of the kalasha, it should be filled with water with 5 leaves, preferably mango leaves, in the absence of betel leaves.
Switch off the video now.
And it should be kept steady for the entire process. 9 days worship, ritual worship. For the entire
Please switch
time,
off the
it
video
should
now.
be. I should switch off. Yeah, 1 minute. I can't. Yeah. The whole place should be decorated with, okay. Toranani Vichitrani Vitanacha Prakalpayit. The whole place should be decorated with festoons, garland, and small flags of the goddess of sorts. Now, mandapam for the idol form of the goddess is to be placed, and the goddess who has been well decorated, let it be with 4 hands, with 8 hands, or with 18 hands. Ashtadasha Bhuja Mahalakshmi, she has to be well decorated with jewels, cloths, and jewels and placed on the mandapam. And an altar for homam, preferably which is in the shape of a triangle, should be kept ready. It should also be there. The worship of the goddess is and the offerings of the fire are placed in such a way that the goddess is the direct witness for all the ahutis in the home. The worship of the goddess is to be done in the presence of Ritviks, who are 9, the maximum number, or you can have more, 9, 5, 3, or at least 1, says the Devi Bhagavata Mahapurana, who will be constantly reading the Durga Saptashati and also the Navarnava mantra. A Homa Kunda, that is the Homa Kunda will be there, Kundam Trikonagam, and the procedure of Homam is that 1/10 of the Japa and the Parayana be offered as Homahuti. So many priests are there, Ritviks are there. They will be every day chanting the mantra and reading the Saptashati mantra along with that. And one chant, 1/10. If there are 9 plus the one main performer, total 10. So daily one ahuti will be given to the goddess. So thus you have got an Navachandi, Shatachandi, and Sahasrachandi based on the number of Ritviks who are there performing this. I have heard that there was one Ayuta Chandi also, Chandi Homam done at Sringeri recently, 2-3 years back. The things which are to be offered in the Homam are Payasam of Grita and Guda, Tila, Sisim, with Sharkara and Grita, Chagamamsa, optional, or its substitute, with Bilva Patram and Karnikara Pushpa Apart from this, there is recommendation for Bali in the form of Mahisha, Aja, or Varaha. As the home of fire consumes the offering, just before Purnahuti, we go to the next important ritual, that is Vatuka Puja, Kanya Puja, and Suvasini Puja. Suvasini, also known as Sadhava Puja. It should be done. A great importance is given to the performance of Kanya Puja. Kumari Pujita Kurya Dukkha Daridra Nashanam. The procedure for worship is that daily one Kanya be worshipped, and then the number be keep on increasing every day by one number. So it can be one times, that is one Kanya today, tomorrow, one more Kanya, next day, two more Kanyas. It can be done in that way, or daily one Kanya extra. So on the ninth day, you can have 9 Kanyas. So that way also it can be done. The number by one more than the previous day. It should be increasing 2 times, 3 times, and 9 times. Now, who are these Kanyas? Now, we have got a list mentioned in both the Devi Bhagavata Purana as well as in the Tantras. So, somewhere we have to look into Tantras for giving it gives an elaborate list of the names of the Kanyas to whom worship is to be offered. So, 1 year and 1 day, that is, who has completed 1 year and 1 day after that, she can be offered worship, not before 1 year. Till 1 year, both the Tantra as well as the Devi Bhagavata Purana do not recommend. Because I want to mention this part of Tantra, little small part of Tantra, because Tantra gives 16 types of Kanyas, whereas the Devi Bhagavata mentions only Navakanyas. 1 day, 1 year, 1 day Kanya is known as Sandhya in the Tantra, Rudrayamala. 2 years is known as Saraswati. 3 years is known as Tridhamurti. A 4 year Kanya is known as Kalika. A 5 year Kanya is known as Subhaga. 6 year old Kanya is called as Uma. 7 year old is called as Malini. 8 year old Kanya is called as Kubjika. 9 year old Kanya is called as Kala Sandhatri. A 10 year old Kanya is called as Aparajita. 11 year old is called as Rudrani. A 12 year old is called as a Bhairavi. 13 Mahalakshmi. 14 year old Pitanaika. 15 year old Kshetraja. And a 16 year old is called as Tarini. But the Devi Bhagavatam has given a different list. In the Devi Bhagavatam, no 1 year, 1 day, it begins with 2 years. 2 year old girl is called as Kumarika and she has to be specially worshipped. 3 year old is called as Trimurti. A 4 year old is called as Kalyani. 5 year old is called as Rohini. 6 year old Kanya is called as Chandika. A 6 year old Kanya is called as Rohini. Sorry, extremely sorry. 6 year old is called as Kalika. A 7 year old is called as Chandika. A 8 year old Kanya is called as Shambhavi. A 9 year old Kanya is called as Durga. And the 10 year old is called as Subhadra. Thus, we have got 9 Kanyas only. Now, the related mantras and the results of worshipping these Kanyas each day is mentioned in elaborate in the Devi Bhagavata Mahaprana. For the worship of these Kanyas, certain qualifications are required. First, about the Kanyas. They should not cry, howl, or weep while the prayer is going on, while the worship is going on, because it is considered to be inauspicious. About the body, it should be free from any physical or mental defect. It should not have any injury or bear any injury mark. She should be beautiful or pleasant to look at. Should have a sweet voice. She should not be loud and harsh. She should be smiling and love to wear or adorn herself with the ornaments and clothes. Next comes the Suhasini or Sadavastri. Women of all four castes are to be offered worship. And the purpose of the worship, I'll be taking it after this. Interesting to note is that colors are used to refer to the four castes, the ladies of the four castes. A Brahmin woman to whom Suhasini, to whom worship is offered, she is called as Shweta. A Kshatriya Stri is called as Rakta. These are all terms of calling, identifying the woman. A Vaishya Stri is called as Pita, and a Shudra Stri is called as Krishna. Now, what is the purpose? So, if you want for victory, Sarvartha Siddhi, success in all endeavors, then offer worship to a Brahmana Stri. If you are doing undertaking this puja, then offer worship Swasini puja to a Kshatriya Stri. Now, if you are aiming at some profit, labha in some assignment or some contract, then offer worship to the Vaishya Stri or to the Shudra Stri. The procedure of worshipping is that these women should be informed the previous day. Just as you go and invite someone for the wedding, they should be invited with due honor, respectfully and gracefully, and requested to come and help in the completion of the puja. All the women, all these above mentioned women, four caste, they should possess the same qualifications as that of the Kumari. They should not cry, they should not be sad, they should be defect free, they should not have any injury or injury marks, they should have be pleasant looking. I may not say beautiful looking, should be pleasant looking, smiling faced. They should love to adorn themselves with ornaments and clothes and flowers, whatever will be offered during the puja. Happily, they should say. Okay. Another important element is the Batuka Bhairava. Now, this Batuka Bhairava is a Brahmin boy who is initiated and is 5 to 15-year-old ideally. Now, all these he should be Veda, at least he should do the Sandhya Vandana properly, because Sandhya Vandana has got within itself the essence of all the four Vedas, says the Devi Bhagavata Purana. Now, all these three elements are to be worshipped duly, treated as the very form of the goddess. Now, I turn to the next. Another important aspect of the Navaratri rituals is that all the worship process, the homa, everything should be undertaken by the accompaniment of music and dance, if possible. Among the offerings which please the goddess, so let me come to the offerings which please to the goddess, apart from Annadanam, is Phaladhanam. Phaladhanam to the goddess and to the officiating Brahmanas, the Ritvik. The fruits which are specifically mentioned are Narikela, Matulinga, Dadima, Kadali, Narangam, and Panasam. Flowers to be specially used for Navaratri, that is Devi's Alankara and Archana, are Sugandha Kusumani, fragrant flowers. The lotus, Mandara, Karaja, Ashoka, Champaka, Malati, Karavira, Brahma Kamalam, and Bilva Dalam. There is not a mention of Tulasi Dala, there is mention of only Bilva Dala. The most important element is offering worship to the officiating priest or the Ritvich. They are treated at par with the goddess because they give birth or they create the goddess through their vagbhava, through their mouth. Because of the chanting incantations, the goddess is created, her presence is felt. I have mentioned that the Kanya, the Sadavastri as important element because they are proxies of the Devi. One can invoke and worship the goddess directly on them, just as one worships the Vigraha or the Kalasha, that is Gadastapana, or the Homakunda. Also, the Devi Bhagavata Purana mentions special offerings on the day of Navaratri commencement. I would like to conclude with the special offerings made in the Homa, which is mentioned specifically in the Devi Bhagavata Purana. I told you that when the Navaratri, it has got some relation with astrology also. The Upasaka, the Sadhaka looks at the day in which it begins. So there is a very interesting list which is given that if the Navaratri falls, on a Sunday, we begin a Navaratri on a Sunday, then Payasa Nevedyam is to be specially offered to the goddess. If it is on Somavasara, Monday, Payaha, offering of milk. If it is on Bhauma, Kadali Phalam is to be specifically offered for worship. If it is Budavasara, you offer Navanitam to the goddess. Guruvasara, Sharkara, that is brown, that is what you called as jaggery. Um, Jaggery powder. Jaggery powder is to be offered as a special Naivedya to the goddess. And it is Briguvasara, Sita Sharkara, white sugar. If it is on Stiravasara Saturday, then Gavyam Gritam, cow's ghee has to be offered as an offering to the goddess, not as an ahuti, but as a special Naivedya and given to the officiating priest. A whole list is there for the 27 nakshatras also as a consolidated list of offering for the 27 nakshatras, that is for the sadhaka to favor him, is also mentioned in the Devi Bhagavata Purana. 1 minute. Is mentioned in the Devi Bhagavata Purana, that is Ghritam, Tilam, Sharkara, Dugdam, Dadi, Kilatakam, that is Malai. Then Dadi Kurchi, that is Lassi, is to be offered to the god on a specific nakshatras. Modakam, Fenikam, Gritam, Grita Menda, that is sugar coated ghee preparation, maybe somewhat like Peda type. I don't know what it is. Kansaram, a sweet dish made up of ghee and sugar. Vada, that is Masha Vada. Then Kokarasa, juice of dates. Puranam, what you fill for Puran Poli, that Puranam. Madhu, that is honey. Suranam, that is yam. Gudam, Prutukam, that is Parcha Poha. Draksham, Kharjuram. Then Charakam, Apupam, Navanitam, Mugdam, and Modakam. Mudakam, etc. So these I found out to be very different offerings, and which I wanted. Normally, people are unaware of this. So I took up this particular aspect in the worship of the goddess to be ordained during Navaratri, which is mentioned laid down in the Devi Bhagavata Puranam itself. So with this, I would like to conclude my paper. One important aspect which I want to say before concluding is that the sadhaka and the ritviks, they are not to be given any, they are not supposed to have any food, rice intake. They are supposed to have only fruits and payasam. Only that much they are supposed to. No food with salt. Salt is totally to be avoided. Salts and spices are to be totally avoided by the sadhaka, Ritvish, or the Devi Upasaka during the Navaratri time. So this I come to the end. This is what I prepared for, especially for this paper, and I hope you all enjoyed this information and understand the elements of the Devi Puja of Navaratri. Now I will give rest to my Vaikari. So before that, I thank the organizers. Special thanks to my teachers and gurus for blessing me for doing this paper. Questions are most welcome. There are many other aspects you may ask. Other aspects also, I have covered only this aspect. Yeah, I'm ready for the questions. Questions, please. Madam?
Yeah, the forum is open for questions. If you have questions regarding rituals, you are free to ask.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Please tell me the that offerings according to the days.
मराठी त्यांना चांगलं येतं हं, तुम्ही मराठीत बोललात तरी हरकत नाही.
बरं बरं चालेल. सर मला ते ऑफरिंग्स जे तुम्ही सांगितलं ना की आपण देवीला दर म्हणजे सोमवार
ऑफरिंग्स म्हणजे कोणतं ऑफरिंग्स? देवीचं होम हवनसाठी?
नाही नाही नाही, नवरात्रीमध्ये देवीला आपण जे नैवेद्य दाखवतो ना, तर सोमवारी
तेच बोललं मी. पायसम, घृतगुळ पायसम.
सोमवारी कुठलं?
घृतगुळ, दॅट इज मेड अप ऑफ तूप आणि गुळाचा पायस.
अच्छा, मग पायस मध्ये दूध असेल ना पण मग का
नाही नाही, घृत आणि गुळाने बनवायचे, दूध नाही टाकायचं.
बरं. आणि नंतर मंगळवारी काय?
शर्करा आणि तिल, शर्करा, घृत आणि तिल.
मंगळवारी
हे एक ऑफरिंग्स आहे. हे 2 ऑफरिंग्स त्यामध्ये स्पेशली त्यांनी आहुतीसाठी हे मेन्शन केलेले आहे.
आहुतीसाठी नाही सर, नैवेद्य म्हणते मी.
नैवेद्यासाठी तुम्हाला आता जे सांगितलं ना. हा, एक मिनिट. हा, पायसम, मग
वाराप्रमाणे ना, सोमवारी काय?
पायसम. हा, सोमवारी. हा, बरोबर. संडेच्या दिवशी यू शुड शो पायसम. मंडेच्या दिवशी दूध, स्वीट अँड मिल्क ज्याप्रमाणे, किंवा कच्चं दूध. कच्चं दूध कोणी ठेवत नाही, स्वीटन बॉईल करून स्वीटन करूनच ठेवतात नैवेद्यासाठी. मग त्याच्यानंतर नवनीतम म्हणजे लोणी, कदलीफलम. बुधवारी नवनीतम आणि मंगळवारी कदलीफलम. म्हणजे आजच्या दिवशी कदलीफलम नैवेद्य ठेवायचं स्पेशली. उद्या नवनीतम ठेवायचंय. गुरुवारी जे गुळाने साखर बनवतो ना, ते साखर म्हणजे गुळाला पावडर करून जे असतं त्याला आम्ही नाट्यसाखर म्हणतो साऊथ मध्ये. ते एक नैवेद्य आहे. आता आपल्याला पावडर जॅगरी मिळतो, आता अवेलेबल आहे. ते एक आहे. मग भृगुवासर, दॅट इज फ्रायडेला भृगु व्हाईट, सो सितार शर्करा. आणि शनिवारी तूप गाईचे. हे नैवेद्य स्पेशल आहे.
सर, आणि याच्यामध्ये आपण आता मी सकाळी पहाटे उठून कुंकुमार्चन वगैरे करते देवीला, तर त्याच्यामध्ये श्री सुक्त, नंतर महालक्ष्मी अष्टक आणि कनकधारा स्तोत्र म्हणून, आणि देवी दुर्गा अष्टोत्तर नामावली असं म्हणून मग ते करते. तर ते ओके ना, म्हणजे काही प्रॉब्लेम म्हणजे असं हे नाही ना?
हा,
हो, चालतंय ना?
त्यामध्ये तुम्ही नैवेद्य दाखवतात ना, ते बघा आपण किती पूजा करतो आणि त्याच्या नंतर देवीचा विग्रह कसा आहे त्याप्रमाणे लोकांसाठी जेव्हा तुम्ही रोज पूजा करतात, कुंकुमार्चना करतात, तर ते इट इज कॉल्ड टू बी उग्र. मग लास्ट दिवशी देवीला गाय अभिषेक केला की भूक लागणार. नैवेद्य आपण फक्त देवीसाठी 2च केली ठेवलं 2 असं नाही चालणार. आपण जे नैवेद्य
हो.
आपण घरी जेवण बनवतो ते अख्खा एक माणसाला किती जेवण लागतं पोटभर, त्याप्रमाणे देवीला नैवेद्य दाखवायचं आणि ते आपणच आपल्या घरी मग आपला ते वाटून टाकायचं.
हो,
म्हणून ते
पण मी कसं
मंदिरामध्ये
ते
बघा ना, मोठे मोठे ते
हां.
रोज पूजा एवढ्या होतात ना, अर्चना वगैरे, दॅट इज वाय दे डिस्ट्रीब्यूट प्रसाद.
हां, पण मी अगदी पहाटे अर्ली मॉर्निंग ब्रह्ममुहूर्तावरती करते. मग त्यावेळेला स्वयंपाक इतक्या सकाळी शक्य नाही होत. तर म्हणून मग मी वाटीवरच दाखवते नैवेद्य.
बरं, ते आता दाखवा, पण लास्ट डे तरी जेव्हा तुम्ही विस्ताराने करणार आहे ते
हां.
कॉम्पन्सेट करून नीट करा आणि
खूप
वर्षभर
हां,
नैवेद्य मध्ये मध्ये ते करत जावा. आणि
हां.
त्याच्यासाठी स्पेसिफिकली अष्टमीचा मेन्शन केलं आहे. आता मला हे म्हणजे आय थॉट दॅट आय विल बी एक्सिडिंग माय टाइम, म्हणून मी
हं,
शॉर्टमध्ये केलं. तर
हं.
अष्टमी स्पेसिफिकली मेन्शन. आता
हो.
दुर्गाष्टमी, आता नवरात्रीचा पूजा आहे, आता
हो,
आपल्याला
हो.
जमत नाही, 9 दिवस आपल्याला करायला जमत नाही आणि उपवास तर शक्यच नाही.
उपास असतात सर माझे. फक्त फळांवरती उपास
हा,
करते.
त्याच्यासाठी आहे ना, आपल्याकडे सगळे फ्रेंडली आहे. आपल्याकडे आपल्या जे आपल्याला मेथड दिले, दे आर ऑल फ्रेंडली फॉर द पीपल. एव्हरीबडी
मी
शुड
खूप
अंडरटेक इन
हं,
पार्शियल मेशर ऑर कम्प्लीट. आपल्याला
हं,
त्यामध्ये टाकलंय की एकदम कडक देवीचा उपासक असेल त्याला दुसरं
हं,
कामच नाहीये,
हं,
दुसरं काहीच काम नाही. तो शेतीमध्ये नाही जात, तो शाळेत जात नाही, तो ऑफिसमध्ये जात नाही, तो कॉर्पोरेट नाहीये, कोणत्याही त्याला काम नसेल, फक्त देवीचा पूजा असेल, मग शुद्धोपासक.
हं,
ड्रिंकिंग वॉटर, लाईम वॉटर, नारळ पाणी, एवढंच त्याला सांगितलंय.
हं. आणि सर एक विचारायचं होतं मला, की
नाही नाही,
विधवा
कामाला जाणारे लोक, जर इफ
हां,
पीपल आर
हां.
गोईंग देन फॉर वर्क, दे हॅव गॉट अदर वर्क, देन
हां.
पार्शियल. आणि ते
हं,
पार्शियल मध्ये मी सांगितलंय विदाउट एनी सॉल्ट, मसाला नाही, सॉल्ट नाही, गोड भात हे जेवायचं रात्री
हां.
एकाच वेळी, अर्धा पोट जेवायचंय पार्शियली, आणि देवीच्या ध्यान मध्ये तुम्ही असायला पाहिजे.
हं.
ठीक आहे,
बरोबर.
नवरात्रीचं 9 दिवस आपल्याला होत नाहीये, मग काय
हं,
करायचंय? म्हणून
हं,
आहे दुर्गाष्टमी.
हं.
त्या
अष्टमीला सर
दुर्गाष्टमी पासून
हां,
अष्टमी, नवमी, दशमी हे 3 दिवस तुम्ही
हं,
पूजा केली, इट इज इक्वल टू द पूजा परफॉर्म्ड फॉर ऑल द 9 days ऑफ नवरात्री.
हं. सर
वाय?
आणि एक विचारायचं होतं मला, ते विधवा स्त्रिया ज्या असतात, आता घरी कामाला येणाऱ्या ज्या बायका आहेत, तर त्यांचं आता पूजा ही आपण सवाष्ण जी असते म्हणजे जिला नवरा आहे अशाची करतो. पण
हो.
त्या आपण फिमेल्सला आपण काही केलं समजा त्यांच्यासाठी
अच्छा,
पण
आम्ही
आता
कालच बोलायचं होतं, मला मॅडम मध्ये बोलत होते, मॅडमचे लेक्चर होते आणि मला जरा काम होतं म्हणून मी सोडून गेलं लवकर. काल एक प्रश्न होता की देवीला पूजा करायचं आणि बायकोला त्रास देतात, असा एक प्रश्न होता, बरोबर?
नाही सर, मी आता एक प्रश्न विचारलाय तुम्हाला,
मी
की
सांगतो दोन्ही रिलेटेड आहे म्हणून सांगतोय मी
हां,
तुम्हाला.
बरोबर. हं.
Yesterday there was a question की you consider the woman as goddess आणि काय
घरातल्या
म्हणतात
स्त्रीला
त्याला,
त्रास
टॉर्चर और हॅरॅसमेंट ऑफ वुमन इज टेकन प्लेस. 2 क्वेश्चन तिकडे जे प्रश्न होता, डोंट जॉईन 2 थिंग्स टुगेदर. That the one who is a upasaka, he will never beat or mistreat his wife. He will treat her with respect. जो उपासकच नाहीये, जो बिलीफच करत नाहीये, त्याच्याकडे ते प्रश्न म्हणजे इट वॉज जस्ट टू पुट अ वन क्वेश्चन अँड ब्रँड द एंटायर रिलीजियन, दॅट द एंटायर प्रॅक्टिस. तर ते ते प्लीज ते लक्षात ठेवा की ते उपासक विल नेवर डू ऑल दिस टू हिज वाईफ. शी विल बी ट्रीटेड ॲज द गॉडेस. आणि तंत्रमध्ये जर शी इज गिवन मोर इम्पॉर्टंट रोल, बिकॉज विथआउट हर हेल्प, आपल्या वैदिक धर्मामध्ये पण अर्धांगिनी नसेल तर काहीही कार्य होत नाही. तसंच तंत्रामध्ये सुद्धा विथआउट द वाईफ शक्ती, तो शक्तिहीन आहे. म्हणजे जसा विधवाला म्हणजे इज टू बी अवॉइडेड बिकॉज शी इज विथआउट शिव, त्याप्रमाणे जो शाक्तोपासक आहे आणि तो सिंगल असेल, बायको नसेल, तो पण तेवढा श्रेष्ठ नाहीये. आता आपण पूजा करताना स्त्रिया समजतात अवदेवी वेदा सप्तशतीमध्ये उद्या डॉक्टर देवधर सांगणार आहे, चिन्मय देवधर. तर उपासना करताना देवीची जेव्हा आपण उपासना करतो, हाऊ डू वी find in front of how do we visualize the goddess? We find a very her as a very beautiful woman, attractive, shant, calm, सर्वालंकार युक्ताम. विधवामध्ये आता मॉडर्न डेजचा मला वाद फेमिनिझम बरोबर वाद नाही घालायचंय, तर त्यामध्ये शी इज विथआउट हर शिव. शी फॉर्म्स तंत्रामध्ये त्यांना जागा दिला आहे ॲज धूमावती देवी म्हणून आहे तंत्रविद्यामध्ये. शी इज देअर. इकडे फक्त सधवा स्त्रीसाठी, कारण आपण देणार काय आहे त्यांना, साडी देणार आहे, बांगडी देणार आहे त्यांना, पुष्प, हे सगळं देणार, सौभाग्य द्रव्य देणार आहे त्यांना. ऍक्च्युअली देव सुवासिनी पूजामध्ये मी सांगू, आदल्या दिवशी त्यांना त्यांच्या घरी जाऊन त्यांना इन्व्हाइट करताना त्यांना हे सौभाग्य द्रव्य इन्क्लुडिंग ऑइल, सोप, पेस्ट, ओके, अप्लाय करायला, बॉडीमध्ये अप्लाय करण्यासाठी गंध, पुष्प, हे सगळं साडी, हे आदल्या दिवशी त्यांना द्यायचं आणि त्यांना ड्रेस करून तुम्ही आमच्या घरी देवीसारखं तुम्ही या. आणि आल्यावर दारावर त्यांना कितीही मोठा 60, 70, 80 वर्षाचा उपासक असेल, तो सुद्धा त्या देवी, ही इज नाऊ द देवी, कितीही लहान असेल ती, तिचा पायात ही शुड ऑफर हर पादपूजा. आणि जे पादपूजाच्या जलाला आपल्या डोक्यावर आचमन करायचं आणि डोक्यावर हे प्रोक्षण करायचं आहे. हे विधान आहे. देवीची उपासना अशीच आहे. आणि कन्या पूजा करताना सेम वे. आणि कन्या आल्यावर तो आनंदाने, जसं कोणी बाला आपली घरी आली आहे, कारण सुवासिनी इज ललिता, बाला आहे, शी कन्या इज अ बाला, शी हॅज कम होम. सो ही शुड सेलिब्रेट दॅट मोमेंट. आणि त्या सेलिब्रेशनसाठी दॅट शुड बी अ कॉन्स्टंटली अ फाईन म्युझिक प्लेइंग अराउंड विथ संगीत, विथ फाईन संगीत. आणि एक तुम्ही बघितलं तर देवी उपासनामध्ये कंपल्सरीली दांड्या बोलला गेलाय, नॉट दिस डिस्को दांडिया, बिकॉज ते जे करतात आहे, देवी स्टँड्स फॉर लास्य, लास्यप्रिया, शी इज लास्यप्रिया, एकदम जेंटल आवाज. कारण when I'm talking about a woman, I find her fierce aspect when she is provoked. Otherwise, she never shows her aggressive form. She is very cool, benevolent. Okay. लाईट म्युझिक, लास्य लाईट असायला पाहिजे, ते तांडव नाही. अनफॉर्च्युनेटली आता आपण वेगळ्या प्रकारे हे चाललंय.
अष्टमीला सर, अष्टमीला गरीब वस्तीतल्या ज्या मुली आहेत ना, जवळपास 35-40 मुलींचं आम्ही अष्टमी पूजन करते. त्यांना पायाला कुंकू वगैरे लावून आणि मग असं शाळेला उपयोगी किंवा असं काहीतरी असं भेटवस्तू देते. 35 ते 40 मुली गरीब वस्तीतल्या असतात, त्यांच्याकडे तिथं मी जाऊन ते अष्टमी पूजन करत असते नेहमी. तर ते योग्य आहे ना?
हा, करू शकतात ना, ते काहीच प्रॉब्लेम नाही. तुम्ही पण एक्झॅक्ट प्रोसिजर पाहिजे तर देवी असायला पाहिजे समोर. आपण पूजा करतो आणि पूजा करण्याच्या वेळात समोरासमोर देवीचा आपण हे पूजा करतो, सुवासिनी पूजा.
ठीक आहे, ओके, थँक्यू सर.
या, ओके.
Sir, can I ask one question?
One more I wanted to tell. Ashtami मध्ये, before the other question comes, I will be telling. Ashtami मध्ये why you perform, because Bhadrakali arose during Ashtami. So Ashtami is very important.
Okay. त्यांचं त्या वस्तीमध्ये मरी मातेचे मंदिर आहे, त्या मंदिराच्या इथंच आम्ही करतो पूजन.
ओके.
हा,
मग
त्या
तेच बोला,
वस्तीमध्ये त्या
देवीच्या
राहतात.
समक्ष करतात ना, चालेल, नो
हा,
इश्यूज.
मंदिराच्या समोर, मंदिराच्या इथंच पायऱ्यांवरती बसूनच त्यांचं आम्ही पूजन करतो.
नो
त्यांचं
इश्यूज. नाही, चांगलं आहे, चांगलं
त्यांच्या गाव, त्या लोकांची ती देवी आहे मरी माता,
आहे. हा
तिथंच
हा
आम्ही
हा,
करतो. हा
क्षेत्रिणी आहे ती.
हा, तिथं करतो मग आम्ही ते
येस
पूजन.
येस येस, परफेक्ट.
हम्म.
एनी अदर क्वेश्चन?
Thank you so much. So the session was wonderful. So I have one question. This Devi Puja is performed by Ritvis only, or family members can do this puja?
Performed by, actually, ideally it is the man who has to perform. The wife will help in taking part the other rituals, cooking and getting the other things ready. So it is to be all our pujas, all our vratas have to be performed by family only. It's a family undertaking.
Okay. If husband is not there, then lady can perform.
Lady can perform, she can perform. She is
Okay.
continuing the
Thank you.
process. That's it.
Okay. Thank you, sir. And one more question. I have also listened that I have heard that uh, if we do not know the process of doing or performing puja, then we should leave it, because either do it properly or don't do it. So is this
That is
correct?
for
True?
everything, no, madam. That is for everything, no. You do it, if you know the process, do it completely or refrain from doing it. Like, wait for that. Is why, see, yesterday I wanted to say about one thing which I wanted to add today is in the Devi Bhagavata Purana, women are given more importance than men. Have you ever wondered why? Because the Devi Bhagavata Purana tells that after the dissolution, all the gods, when they entered Devi Tapovana, they all became female. They all became female, and before the creation process has to be started, the goddess recreated them. So when she recreated them, she assigned them one with one Shakti. That is for Vishnu, Lakshmi, for Shiva, Gauri, and for Brahma, Saraswati. They are the Shaktis, they are the Upasana, they are to be worshipped. And the Shakti which enters Antaschari, not the Sahachari, now they became the Sahachari. The Shakti which is inside them is known in Tantra as Brahma's Shakti is Brahmani, Vishnu's Shakti is Vaishnavi, Indra's Shakti is Aindri. Okay, Shachi is the wife, she is the Sahachari, whereas Indrani is the Antashchari Shakti. That is why in the Devi Bhagavata Purana, which we'll do tomorrow, so all these Shaktis, the goddess says, they are nothing, they are all dummies. The inside Shakti is I, me, myself. She says this to that Chandamunda. So this you have to understand that everything. That is why the Upasaka wears red colored cloth or other colored cloth, imitating the female dress.
Wonderful, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Any other questions?
Dr. Srider,
Yes, madam, please ask. Madam? Yes, I can. Floating reactions. I can't read the floating reactions. Yes, yes, yes.
yeah,
Alkaji,
Bakre madam बिचारा, Bakre madam बिचारा.
Bakre madam, yes, namaskar madam. Madam, namaskar.
मॅडम तुम्ही म्यूट वर आहात, अनम्यूट करा. मॅडम तुम्ही म्यूट वर, हा आता ऐकू येईल.
हा तर आलं ऐकू?
Yes, madam, yes.
Yes. Now my question is whether all these are just norms or they are strict rules. And any one of these could be the answer, but is there any logical reasoning behind these
See, these are all
rules?
strict rules. Logical reasoning behind what, madam?
Pardon?
Logical reasoning behind, there are strict rules which has to be, once you are in this discipline, you have to follow that.
Okay.
Like our traditional Vedanta has got a different set of rules. Traditional, when you are learning Vedanta through the traditional method, I said sadhana chatushtaya has to be followed. The student has to listen to the guru, and when the guru gives, then he gives the knowledge. When he decides the appropriate time. Now for Sri Vidya, for the worship of the goddess, I'm not bringing tantra here much, but then you have got Akadama chart. You should know the worship of when the sadhaka comes, the guru should at least know the time at which he comes, the favorable time in which he comes. ते नोंदून तो त्यांची उपासना बनाने तो त्यांना मंत्र देणार आहे. मंत्र, द हायेस्ट मंत्र इज षोडशी मंत्र. आपण नवरात्रीमध्ये नवार्णव मंत्र, नवचंडी मंत्र आपण वापरतोय. बाला मंत्र पण आहे, आणि सगळ्यात श्रेष्ठ एकाक्षर मंत्र आहे, विच इज लाईक ओम ह्रीम म्हणून आहे. बरोबर आहे. त्रिपुरा मंत्र आहे. तर आपण कसा ते वापरणं, कोणाला कोणता मंत्र दीक्षा द्यायचे आहे, कोणाला कोणता मंत्र उपदेश द्यायचे आहे, इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन देअर पर्सनल, द टाइम इट विच दे अप्रोच, आणि त्याचा जातकमध्ये काय आहे ते थोडासा ते लक्षात करून, कारण एव्हरी मंत्र विल नॉट बी सुटेबल. म्हणून ते तंत्रमध्ये अकादम चार्ट असं आहे, ते ग्रह नक्षत्र राशी हे सगळं बघून, आणि ते दे विल गिव्ह द उपदेश टू द साधक.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. It's an
So
honor to see
now,
you, madam,
this
after
is
so many years.
Yeah, thank you, madam, for being present for this lecture. So this is the last question, and we have to close now. On behalf of the Center for Hindu Studies, I'm extremely thankful to Dr. Srider Iyer for delivering a very informative session on the rituals associated with Devi worship. We'll meet
Can I
tomorrow.
conclude with one line?
Yeah.
I thank the organizers. Special thanks to my teacher, Dr. Madhavi Narsale, madam. Special thanks to my guru, Dr. Maulikar, madam, and to Dr. Alka Bakre, madam, who was my first teacher of Vedanta. And with gratitude to my guru, the Pidadipati of Sringeri Guru Parampara, Bharati Tirtha Mahaswami, I conclude. And I conclude with a prayer. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Chetanit Abhidiyate Namastasye 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 Namo. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Sridhar. And so we'll meet tomorrow at the same time, 7 p.m. for the next lecture, which will be by Dr. on Devi Mahatmya. So see you tomorrow. Till then, bye. Shubharatri.
Shubharatri. Thank you, ma'am.
Shubharatri,
ma'am.
Thank you. Shubharatri.
Switch off.